Good Monday, everybody. Welcome back. We are in Unit 7, which means that you are going to be turning in your major paper assignment this week. So we're going to go through the unit as normal, and I'm going to show you a sample paper, which I will also attach, of course, to the announcement so that you can use it as a template. All the other templates that we have done will work. So you don't have to have this one, but it will look very much like the one that you're going to turn in. So sometimes it's just helpful to see a real version of the assignment. All right, so let's take a look first at Unit 7 and everything else that you're going to be doing this week. Hopefully by now you have a good solid start on your argument essay, because starting it today is going to be a little hard to get everything done, but you know what? Sometimes we just have to go with it. But before you submit it this coming Sunday, you are going to need to look it over and revise it and edit it. You also are welcome to utilize the resources that Post has for you, such as the Tutor Me service. I will remind you that if you scroll down over on the left-hand side, Tutor Me is right below the APA 7th edition information, and you can get some extra help with your paper one-on-one by using the Tutor Me system. So we are going to be learning about what revision is and editing and what's the difference between the two of those things. So before you tackle any of your assignments, as usual, you want to go to the readings and resources folder. And it's fairly short this week because you do have a lot of work to do, but it does have some information on what it means to revise, what it means to edit, as well as a nice short video to help get you going with the revision and editing. All right, so please take a look at those before you attempt any work for the week, graded work. So Unit 7's discussion board is all about revision. You will post your own response by Wednesday if you want full credit, of course. If you don't care about those points, then you can definitely post it later. But posting by Wednesday is how you get maximum points. Some people really love revision. Other people prefer to just hand in what is required of them without revising or changing any of the assignment. Consider the following questions about revision. What is your opinion on revision, and how often do you revise your work? What are the dangers of not revising your work? And you are also asked to, in addition to answering those questions, to share an example from your work this term of a piece of writing that you actually revised. So it can be any of our previous assignments. It could be a discussion board. It can be anything. And then, of course, after Wednesday, you will have until Sunday to respond to your classmates. As usual, you need to post 2 well-developed responses, so 3 to 5 sentences each, ask a question, that sort of thing. And then they've got some helpful thoughts here. In response to your classmates, pose a question about revision that you are interested in having your classmates or instructor answer. How do you plan to use revision going forward, and what is confusing to you about revision? And then, of course, the big assignment is the argument essay. We have already gone over it, so I'm not going to go too far into it, but I am going to give you a couple of helpful hints here. Because as usual, if you are not looking at the assignment sheet and the rubric before you submit your work, that contributes sometimes to losing points. So please review the assignment thoroughly before you submit your work at the end of this week. You can click on this link right here that says Unit 7 assignment, or of course, as we talked about last week, you can find all the assignment sheets under course information. So however you want to get to it is absolutely fine. There is an additional link this particular week that I do want you to make use of. And I, again, am going to say it's a good idea to print it out. Obviously, some of you don't have access to a printer. I understand that. You can use it on the computer. But if you're trying to revise your paper on the same computer that you're looking at the checklist and all that, it's really hard. So please take some time to look over the checklist for revisions first. and make sure that you apply all these questions, all these things to look for as you are revising your final version of your argument essay before you submit it. When you are ready to submit it, this is one of those formal writing assignments. You absolutely must attach a document. You cannot just write this. You cannot click create submission and create it. You need to use the upload files. You need to browse the file, agree to submit your paper, and hit submit. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at a sample. All right, so this is a sample APA formatted and documented research paper that is an argumentative topic. This is not about one of the topics that you guys had to choose from, because again, I don't want to do anybody's work for them. So this is about procrastination, which we all know well. So anyway, so this will show you how to set it up. You can use it as a template. That's absolutely fine. You just type over the pieces that you don't need or that you need. Make sure that for everything that you are using from your research, you have a in-text citation. This one, of course, is with a direct quote. Fuchsia Sirwa is the author. 2014 is the year. And because I have used her name in the sentence, you'll notice only the year is in the parentheses. If this was just citing it, or if I had said according to, the name of the article or something like that, then Sirwa and 2014 would both be in the in-text citation. And because it's a direct quote, I also have a page number. Further down, you'll notice there's research in every paragraph. There is cited research in every single paragraph except the intro and the conclusion. Quoted, paraphrased, doesn't matter. All research has to be cited. All of your research should come from the post-university library. We should not be using websites as sources in a formal work of academic writing. So you'll have a sample here of the reference page. Notice the reference page is in alphabetical order. They will always be in alphabetical order. It doesn't matter what order you use them in the paper. On the references page, it will be in alphabetical order. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to give you this document, as I always do, so that you can use it as a sample, as a template. And then next week, our schedule will change a little bit. So be sure you tune in to the weekly walkthrough on Monday of next week to make sure you catch all the deadlines. All right. That's it for this week. Again, don't hesitate to reach out for help, either directly from me or through TutorMe, for making sure you polish your essay and make sure that all of your sources are properly cited. All right, because that's the biggest place to lose points. All right. Take care, everybody. I will see you back here next Monday, and happy arguing.